We're back here on kjagradio.com. Small Town 2012, State of Now 140. I am Jigman Freud, and Jason, go ahead and give us a little introduction on yourself, my friend.
I'm Jason Kintzler. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Pitch Engine. We're a modern tech startup in a really small town, 7,000 people in Lander, Wyoming.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, coming to Hutchinson, Kansas from Wyoming. Talk to me about your experience so far down here, sir.
Oh, I love it. I'm a small town guy. It was my first trip to Kansas, which was notable, and it was cool. I have no problem. For us, it's a little bit of a drive to Denver if we want to drive, and so it's 5 hours to Denver, and then fly over to Wichita, and then jump in a rental car and drive over to Hutchinson. And Hutch is cool. I've went and experienced a little bit of stuff. I did some maybe things you wouldn't expect. I had sushi last night in Hutchinson. So that was, I like to mix it up a little bit. But no, it's fun. It's a cool place. I love hearing about the industries here, learning a little bit about the economies and stuff. And it's awesome. This conference is pretty cool.
Are you going to the Cosmosphere later for the little meet and greet thing?
I think so. I'm planning on it. Yep.
Okay.
Should be cool.
There's great people at the Cosmosphere. They do a heck of a job out there. So, did you get a chance to go to the salt mine last evening?
I didn't. Unfortunately, I was doing a lot of tech startup stuff, mocking up some pages on my laptop. So it was a little bit of a late night, but not in the most interesting, fun kind of way.
Now, talk to me about Wyoming and social media and all that.
Yeah, well, there's not much of it. There's a lot of Wyoming and a lot less. I mean, I talked about it in my. I guess I joked in my presentation just now that I was very envious of your 6 electoral votes, as we only had 3. So we don't have a huge population. There's 400,000 people in Wyoming.
Our 6 didn't get anybody anywhere, my friend. In the end, it was just kind of cannon fodder. But go ahead.
Yeah, so it's a very cool place. Wyoming is it's Yellowstone Park. It's the Wild Wild West. There's
actually a strip club in Salina named that. But
nice,
go ahead.
Nice. Well, I'm glad we could extend that into
That's
the
right.
Midwest,
Right? That old connection. There.
It's cool though. It's very. I don't know. There's a lot of recreation and people try to make their fortunes and move to Jackson Hole, and the millionaires have been sort of displaced by the billionaires, and it's an interesting place. So it's kind of one of those tourist destinations, but at the same time, the people that live there, it's all about work ethic and trying to make do with what they have.
We have an affiliate in Casper.
Really?
Yes. K-Rocks Radio in Casper, Wyoming.
Cool.
The guy basically took a low-power AM station, built a Wi-Fi network, and now you can hear it all over Casper. So he's taking technology and doing things. So I'm glad to see that it's not just him in Wyoming doing things. You're doing things too.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to me about your company.
Yeah. Well, Pitch Engine is marketing software, and I created it. It was sort of born out of the PR industry. I thought the whole process of press release distribution and even press releases in general, it was too formal. It wasn't social. It was hard to make a press release social and interesting, and so we really sort of pioneered this concept of creating content for your consumer, for your customers.
Cool stuff.
And so brands and businesses just do that now, and it's enabled everything from Walmart and Budweiser that use it all the way down to a cool donut shop in Kansas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think of this conference and everything that surrounds it?
I think it's awesome. I unfortunately couldn't make it last year, so I told Becky I'm coming this year. I promise, and it was able to make it. And I think it's cool. I think it's very empowering. It's very inspiring for a lot of these local small business owners in a rural place to know that people are out there doing it. They're moving the needle forward in big ways and small ways, and it's really cool.
Well, out of all the people that you've seen speak today, besides yourself, who were some of the more presenters that stood out in your mind? Anybody you're looking forward to hearing this afternoon?
I wanted to hear Simon Salt. I'd never heard him speak before, and I know he does it all the time, and that was interesting. I really liked, I think it was David Peterson. I really liked hearing his stories of how his video went viral. And then, of course, the Big Ag group. I thought that was interesting. I think that's stuff that people overlook, and it's cool to hear their stories and why they're relevant. And we have, like I said, we have to tell our stories or no one's going to know. So
exactly. Well, how do we find you on the internet?
You can just Google me, Jason Kintzler. It's Kintzler. I'm on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. And I just wrote a book called The New American Startup, and it's about doing what we're talking about from a small town. It's about building a tech startup.
Well, we may have to take one of my cards. I've never done this on the air. I've never booked a guest on air at the same time. Get a hold of me if you've got a book, because I do want to talk to you, my friend.
Cool.
Thanks for doing this, and thanks for listening to KJ Radio.